Best friends since they were little girls. Never did these two college students from Springboro think they would come so close to dying as they did in the Oregon District a year ago tonight. And since then, they have hardly said anything to each other about what exactly happened while they were together that night. But a few days ago, they sat down with me and shared their story of survival.
Because she was so fast.
Casey Hughes and Cameron Campbell remember the first day they met.
So we were practicing at an indoor facility in Middletown.
They were 8 years old and soccer players. But that was the start of a friendship that just kept getting stronger.
We literally did everything together, from high school spring break trips to going to football games and basketball games. You could not separate us.
As we talked about their priceless childhood memories, our conversation eventually gravitated toward the night Casey said Cameron saved her life.
Yeah, and I had texted her. I was like, "Do you want to go out tonight?" It was something to do.
They left Springboro about 11:30 that night.
So we got there pretty late. It was a short night.
We had saw some friends there.
They spent most of their time at the Hole in the Wall bar, and Casey and Cam then headed toward Ned Pepper's.
And I remember I was standing in the very back of that line, and Casey was kind of walking towards me, just taking her time, really.
Probably.
We were just being goofy. And then that's when it started.
I mean, I didn't react, but I heard the sound. So I heard everything that was happening.
At first, they thought it was fireworks.
It's kind of just a loud pop and very repetitive.
But when the sound would not stop, this Ring doorbell video showed what Cameron did next.
When I grabbed her and pulled her into that doorway, she was super shaky and jumpy. I mean, we both kind of were.
They still did not know what was happening.
I mean, I called my dad, and then, because I just wanted to gosh, I'm gonna start crying, just tell them that I loved them before, because I just assumed we were gonna die. I didn't get a hold of my dad, so I immediately called my mom and just told her that I didn't think we were gonna make it, but didn't sound like that at all. It was only 30 seconds, they said, between the shooter going down and the cops, being there.
The cop head came up to us and was like, he's down. And then we left, but just stepping out of that doorway, two people in front of us had been shot. Literally the two people that were in the line right in front of us.
Remember you were Casey, don't look down.
Yeah.
Especially when we were running to my mom, you're just keep going faster and stuff.
Because, I mean, it was pretty bad.
The 32 seconds of gunfire that night seemed like
forever.
It's just unbelievable to me. This happened. I'm going to recap now.
It was not until the next morning, watching the news, did Cam and Casey realize what had really happened.
It took a huge impact on my mental health and everything. But then seeing a counselor kind of helped me get through that.
As far as our friendship goes after that, I feel like it got stronger. We've been more appreciative of each other and everything that we've been through together. Going into that night, if you asked me if I was strong enough to react in the way that I did, I probably would have said no. But, I mean, knowing that I did that, I could say now that I think I'm pretty strong.
I think, mentally, I grew a lot.
And twice during our conversation, they finished each other's sentences saying, best friends.
I mean, definitely, she saved my life.
And when I asked them why this was the first time they had talked about this together, Casey said it was just something unspoken and did not feel that they needed to talk about. But over the 4th of July, they were together with family during fireworks. They remember making eye contact with each other. Casey said the loud booms gave them the feeling again of what happened to them a year ago tonight there in the Oregon District. I appreciate them spending time with me and being very candid as to what they've gone through and how far they've come since that night. Tomorrow on News Center 7 beginning at 5, you're going to see my conversation with a woman who got shot. This was Elena Young.